We had filed bankruptcy, and so we were always just told that once you filed bankruptcy you couldn't buy a house. And I happened to be driving one night, and I saw a bulletin board that said, "We'll approve anybody for a loan no matter what your story or whatever is." And I kind of laughed at it and said, "Yeah, right, they won't do me." And so I called them, and then within 2 weeks we were in our house. We were very excited, although there was a little bit of anxiety. I just felt that something wasn't right. We felt it was just a process of sign this, initial this, sign this, and I mean, they were just flipping papers faster than we could sign. My realtor just kept reassuring me that it was just the jitters of buying a new home and just to hang in there. They know what they're doing. When I lost my job, we knew we were going to lose the house.
Did you try to call the service?
I called them every day, and I kept asking them, you know, I'm lost my job. We're not going to make the payment. What can we do to prevent any kind of late charges? Or, you know, I'm notifying you. What can we do? And they just said there's nothing we could do.
I figured, you know, they're going to want their money. They'd work with you, you know. They'd lower a payment or let you slide on a payment, but they wouldn't talk about nothing.
At this point, I'm worn out. You know, I'm to the point where nobody's going to help us. You know, there's just no way out of this. I've tried everything. I've called everybody I could call. I broke down at church, and I just someone had just prayed over me and said, you've got to break your pride. You need to let go. And so I finally I said, I can't do this. I got to hand this over to somebody else. And
you asked for help.
And I asked for help. I called on a Friday, and she answered the phone, and she said, gather up your things and come in.
We need to know what your income is. We need to know what caused you to fall behind. Is it a legitimate hardship? Is it long-term, or is it a short-term issue? I had them bring in their loan documents. I gathered all their financial information. It was adjustable rate mortgage. It was fixed for 2 years, but after that it would adjust every 6 months after that 2-year period. I know that we needed to make it work in the long term. They needed to have a loan modification.
What did the Iowa Mediation Service do for Travis and Melissa's case?
They helped with negotiating the loan modification. They helped in a sense where it was very difficult with me. I was getting the runaround as well. They're able to pretty much, you know, kind of give them a little bit more of a push to do what's right in the first place.
They knew who to talk to. They knew the words to say. They knew the direction to go.
We were able to get a loan modification in a situation where at my initial assessment I thought it would be impossible.
We got to save our house. Our family gets to stay in the house.
Are most people in their same situation getting this kind of help?
No.
Why?
A lot of people are suffering in silence. They are ashamed. You know, they don't want to say what's going on, and they're trying to work with their mortgage servicer, and if that's not working, then they just kind of feel hopeless.
What's your bottom line message to people like that who think that way?
Seek help. You know, you're not alone. There's a lot of people that's facing foreclosure, and we're here to help. That's our job. That's what I do. It's to help you be able to stay in your house.
If you don't ask?
If you don't ask for help, then it's a good chance that you will lose your house to foreclosure. The sooner you make contact and start talking with a counselor who in turn can help with you talking to your mortgage company, the easier it is to be able to get into a loan modification or some type of workout option where it doesn't include you having to leave your house.
I learned that it's okay. It's okay to fall. It's okay to fall, and when you fall, you need to ask for people to help you get back up. And I learned that. I learned that we're human, and we're all going to fall. We're all going to make mistakes, and you're not going to be successful if you try to do it on your own. You possibly just can't do it, and you have to ask for help.
I learned that you can't do it yourself. I mean, you've got to have somebody in your corner that knows about what you're involved in, and they know what buttons to push to get you in. And